Welcome to my classroom. This is me. I am excited to be your teacher this year. I look forward to having you for Algebra 1 or Honors Geometry or Geometry this year. A little bit about my classroom. First of all, you will see a smartboard that we will use up front. You will also see funny posters, nice posters. These are projects done by former students that you can enjoy. You will see a bookshelf with resources on it. You will also notice that you guys are sitting in pod groups, around 3 or 4 per pod group. On that front bookshelf, you're going to see rulers and compasses and scissors, as well as protractors. These are extra erasers and extra markers. There is a state reference sheet. So at the end of the year, the state allows you a reference sheet. We're going to use that all year long. If you were absent and you missed getting a copy of something, it will be on Schoology, but it will also have extra copies right there in the extra geometry papers or extra algebra papers. If you turned in an assignment, but it's not in progress book, then it could be in Whoville. This is no-name papers, so please make sure you check there to see if you just forgot to put your name on it. iPads will be available if ever you forget your Chromebook or you need some other device to take notes. I want you to notice on top of the iPads, this is really important, this is papers to turn in. So if you're turning in a homework assignment late or you were absent and need to turn in a paper, that's where you turn in your papers. I will look in that tray daily and I will put those papers in progress book. You'll also see hand sanitizer, and that's where you sharpen your pencil. Over by the windows, we've got pictures that I've taken that deal with different math shapes: absolute value, parabola, circles, spirals, linear. These are pictures of myself when I was young. This bar right here is used to prop open the window if ever we need to. More posters of resources. Geometry resource. Here's where we have our flag. On this, you will see tissues. You will also see a sign-out sheet. If you ever need to leave my classroom during the class period, you will need to sign out with your name and the time that you leave. On this side wall, I have a clock, posters. Here's where you would sit if you need to work with me at my desk. Here's an extra table if you need to work with a partner. And pictures of my family. I have a YouTube channel down our class. I also have my email up here. I will be keeping extra papers here. This is more for teacher use, and this is more for teacher use. But please let me know if you need anything or if you have any questions about my classroom. The last thing that you will need to know is on the backboard, you will see sections for each of the classes that I teach. In those sections, you're going to see a listing of what we do for the day, as well as at the bottom what the homework is. And so every day you come in, make sure you write that down, what your homework assignment is. Not only will it be placed on this board, but I'm also going to put it in the calendar on Schoology so that you can click on that and see what your homework is. Any worksheet that we do in class, I will make sure to have a hard copy of that worksheet. But on Schoology, you'll see a digital copy in case you were absent or would like to do it online. I want to share a little bit about my teaching philosophy with you. Effort, completing homework, working hard, studying, listening in class, asking questions are all things that are going to help you master the learning targets, master the content of the class. These things are not what your final grade is made up of. And I say that because I don't like to play games in class, meaning if you show a lot of effort or if you complete your homework for this unit, you don't need to take the summative, things like that. Because your final grade should be made up of your mastery of the content. That learning is what you're going to take with you, and that's why your final grade should reflect that learning. So the homework assignments are not going to be completed for a grade. The homework assignment should be completed so that you are practicing the skills so that you can master the content. This is going to help you with state assessments. This is going to help you with future math courses. This is what's going to help you in real life. But please make sure that you do show all of these things, effort, and complete all of your homework. It's just that that is not what your final grade is made up of. You have to master the content. You taking responsibility of your own learning, how I help you with that is I will provide learning targets. You'll get a learning target handbook, and in that handbook will be the learning targets that you need to master for the entire year. Your individual practice is going to be your homework, and that's to see if you have learned the information for yourself. So once you have completed the homework and you check it in and I put it in progress book, it does not count towards your overall grade, but it will go in as completed or not. Then you will grade it in class to see if you have mastered that content. Obviously, you're going to ask questions if you have any information that you've not yet mastered. Formative assessments allow you and I to see where you are in the learning of the content. And then finally, your summatives. You're allowed to retake if and only if you've completed your homework for that unit. So identifying learning targets mastered and ones that need to be mastered is very important. So I will check progress book when you take a summative, and if you have any missing assignments in progress book, then you would not be eligible for a retake of that summative. So please keep that in mind to stay up to date with checking progress book and making sure all of your homework is turned in. Finally, I just want you to know that I will be using Schoology. I will put all classroom resources on there as well as use the calendar. So make sure that you are accessing the content for this course through Schoology. And one last thing, did you know that 3.14 backwards is pi? I hope we have a fantastic year. Please see me if you have any